Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, you find a way to lose. Hey, look, a total fail, an absolute total fail. Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou. I don't know what's going on, man, but it looks like they did 11,500 cable buys and 56,000 streams on ESPN. Now, makes you wonder. Makes you wonder what the hell's going on here. Now, I'm going to tell you, this whole thing about 67,000 pay-per-view buys, I don't think we can compare this to Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. Everything is different. Was different about Fury and Ngannou. First of all, they were guaranteed huge money from the Saudis. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even think the Saudis cared whether this fight did 4 million and pay-per-view buys, 2 million in pay-per-view buys, 1 million in pay-per-view buys. I just don't think they cared. They wanted a huge event, a huge spectacle, something that would have the entire boxing world talking, which ultimately will get those. Ultimately, they can use the results to help grow sports in Saudi and help people to see Saudi as a destination. Now, when people are sitting here looking at Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor, there were a lot of hurdles that had to be overcame to make Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. Boxing and MMA, UFC, PBC, Showtime, A side, B side, purse splits. Let me tell you, over there dealing with Saudi Arabia, they didn't have all that crap. It's simple. The Saudis, it's like a dictatorship. This is what we want. We want you, we want him to fight. We're going to give you this much, that's it. We're going to give you this much, that's it. You guys agree? Cool. All right, we'll take care of the rest. Done. Pay-per-view and all that, hey, all right, maybe the Saudis get the money. I don't know how that part worked, but I truly don't think they care. So when I hear people saying, Hood Champion, you don't know what you're talking about. The Saudis lost money. My man, what are you talking about? They have the Sovereign Wealth Fund, which is valued in excess of $750, $800 billion. You think they care? I mean, honestly, you think they care about the money spent to get these two combatants in the ring and the fact that the pay-per-view didn't do anywhere near Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor? No. To them, mission accomplished, objective reached. Okay? People are now paying big-time attention to Saudi Arabia. And they're looking forward to the next event in Saudi Arabia. And the Saudis have the kind of money to where at every event, they can bring whoever they want over to their country, all expenses paid. They treat them like royalty, and they allow them to enjoy once-in-a-chance lifetime experience. Okay? So going forward, as far as the next event, I don't know what's next. I'm hearing Francis Ngannou is supposed to be fighting on the 23rd of December. And I'm hearing Chisora, I'm hearing Wilder, I'm hearing AJ, I'm hearing all kind of crap. I don't know how true it all is, but my thing is take it with a grain of salt. But if I hear it and it makes some kind of sense, I'm going to share it with you. And it does make sense to me. If the Saudis had some things in place for a 23 December event, and Tyson Fury and Usyk can't make that date because Tyson Fury got his face broken by Ngannou, then it only makes sense for them to take Ngannou, who took zero damage, and slide him into that fight date and pay somebody else and pay a whole bunch of people. First, pay another fighter a huge purse, and then sit there, man, and they'll figure out who you want to have come to the event and pay those people, and all expenses paid trip to the Kingdom of Saudi for another big event. Because I'm telling you what, I think after Francis Ngannou, if in fact it's true that he's filling that 23 December fight date, next thing for him is to fight an MMA match out there in Saudi Arabia or Africa under the PFL and continue growing the sport of boxing. So Francis Ngannou has bitten off, I don't know if it's more than he can chew, but he better know how to chew, and he better have strong jaws, because it looks like they're going to be using him a lot when it comes to just events, him being the face of some things out there, especially in the PFL. He has a serious commitment that he signed up to. And I'm going to tell you this, when a person's hungry, right? If a person has a little bit of hunger, and then a person who's starving, right? The person who has a little bit of hunger, they may go in the refrigerator, and there may be a pot of food, and they may just take out one scoop, a little rice, go in the next pot, pull out their little curry chicken, stewed chicken. No, I'm West Indian, so that's what we taking out. Go get their little salad, little watercress, cucumber, tomato, you know what I'm saying? And sit down with their little bowl of food, their little salad, eat and relax. The person who's starving, they may eat the whole goddamn bowl, the whole goddamn pot of food, you know what I'm saying? Don't leave nothing for nobody, not even the dog get a bone. Because they're starving. So what do starving people do? They tend to overeat. And I think when Francis Ngannou was starving, leaving the MMA world, leaving the UFC, and he went out there at every opportunity that came his way, especially he had a great opportunity with the PFL and the Saudis being behind him, and I think he overate. I think he committed himself to so much stuff because he was so hungry and starving that I think he may have overindulged. But hey, that's just my 2 cents. What do I know? With that being said, pay-per-view numbers, we just got to wait and see, get some more reports. Sometimes information gets put out there to the world that's not accurate, but I'm just sharing it with you. Several people are talking about it, but then again, you just don't know what's true and what's not. But at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you right now, the Saudis don't care. Those guys have a sovereign wealth fund that's there specifically to use to have huge events, boxing and non-boxing related, to help grow different events and to help improve the image of Saudi Arabia. And the ultimate goal is to get Saudi Arabia to be viewed as a destination, because it's a beautiful country. But I'm going to tell you, it scares people to know if you go to a country and you walk across the road and somebody feels you violated some law, or anything that's they interpret as something that just goes against laws or they don't like, and you don't stand a chance for anything. You better not be accused of stealing or doing nothing crazy, man. You could end up losing an extremity, get killed, man. So it's just I can understand the concern. I'm gonna tell you, man. I've been out there, beautiful place, but there was some uneasiness when we were allowed to go off the military compound and go down to the local area to the jewelry shops to go shopping for jewelry and stuff like that. And my boy and I, we were walking. He and I were walking down. We were walking down the street, and it was just myself and him. And of course, we had to wear civilian clothes. The military, they always, whenever you take off your uniform, they say put on civilian clothes. So you gotta excuse me when I talk like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm institutionalized. But anyway, we off base and civilian clothes, and I remember walking through there feeling like everybody was watching me, because they were. And I was like, me and my boy, we were like, yo, we need to get the fuck off off these streets. And nobody was bothering us. It's just the briefings that you go through. You just know that at any time, something could go left. So we went to where we were going, chilled out, got some jewelry, and then we went. While we were down this market, there were some guys there who had heard about me and about my friend. Now the thing is, they knew our names because our names, are very similar to the names out there. Like a lot of guys, Indian or Muslim or Arabian, the names were similar. So the local guys who worked out there on the compound with us, we had to escort those guys. So you develop a relationship with them, you know what I mean? And when they would go off base back to wherever they were staying, they would talk about these 2 guys, from the base who had similar, cultures and stuff like that, and food and everything. And we used to give them clothes and shit. and they used to bring us a lot of food from downtown. But anyway, when we went to that area, some of those guys who worked in the shops, I guess somehow they all knew each other. But they knew who I was, they knew who my buddy was. And when they said my name, I remember, I just looked like, uh-oh, how the hell did you know my name? And he knew my buddy's name too. And so we became real uncomfortable. And he was like, no, you guys are safe, no problem. It's just you guys work with these guys who deliver these things on the base. And so when he said that, it put me at ease a little bit, but I still wasn't totally comfortable. Anyway, they brought us all kind of food and everything. I'm getting way off subject. But what I'm telling you is, even when I sat there, they brought us these sandwiches and all kind of nice different milks and drinks and, fruit drinks and stuff. I never once got comfortable, man, because, if you cross the line or you get too comfortable or you just do anything, man, that just unknowingly things can go left, you know what I'm saying? And again, I just think that's why the Saudis are really pushing so hard to try to get people like myself to see the place as something different and not see it as somewhere where you're gonna go and and end up getting violated. But that being said, I think they got a lot more to do than just using boxing. They really have a lot more to do. And you know what's sad about this? Is let's say that the Saudis really are trying to change the way the international community views them. And if they're trying to use it through sports washing, or whatever, right? If let's say it's a real genuine effort, let me tell you something. You know who's gonna mess it up? It's gonna be some fool who comes over there and he or she is gonna do something stupid and them Saudis gonna handle them. And then now they're gonna be back in the news for some crap. An American traveler jailed in Saudi for something, or a UK tourist jailed in Saudi, a Chinese this, that's gonna hit the headlines, but nobody's gonna sit there and understand that the bozo went over there and hit somebody or stole something or was harassing a female or making fun of the way people dress, and no one's gonna understand that. And the reason I say that is because it's like when being at all the different bases I was stationed at, especially like look at Japan and Okinawa, right? Yo, guys were going down there fighting the locals at the bar, raping the girls. Then when they, the local authorities get a hold of their ass and throw them out there in them damn Okinawan jails and barely feeding them, and some of them guys beat the shit out of them. They want the whole damn all their leadership to get involved, and guys want to write their congressmen and parents. Oh, they beat my child. Yo, to me, they should have beat his ass because he's out here, punching innocent people, cab drivers, fighting them, raping girls, killing people. They should whip his ass. So that's what I think's gonna happen. I think they have good intentions, but it's gonna be some fool to go out there, do something stupid. Nobody's gonna really have a good understanding of how that place operates, what the person did, and just gonna put another negative light out there. But I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Man, y'all keep cool. I can give y'all all kind of stories, man. I got 25 years worth, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Y'all, I'm in the breeze.